back to what we were doing. So this was Microsoft Day. We're still in trend down. The flat again, if you were Mancini and you had higher stops, like yeah, but like so what happened was I went to bed. I was like, it looks bad, but I was also like, we're not down very much. Like we're down what? We only down like 20 points from the lows. So I was like, we're not down. I went to bed. Okay, this was the day I remember. I woke up early, and I woke up early, like 5 or 6 a.m. I saw this, and I think what I did, I didn't do a resting order. I think I got lucky as fuck. I think I might have woken up. Well, I don't know. Okay, it was one. I think it was here. Maybe I didn't wake up early, or maybe it was here. I don't remember. Let's just pretend because I don't remember exactly. I think I woke up and I think I just saw these three, and I think I just happened to like wake up, run to the screen at one of these peaks, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna enter. And I think I got lucky as fuck. I think I remember. I got super lucky that day. I mean, not it was there was a logic, but it was just like where's the entry here? Like like maybe right here, but I think I just got lucky. I entered in short, and I think I was mostly out by here. But interesting enough, is this the open candle? This is the open candle. Clearly going to be trend even though we didn't have many candles yet off the open. Clearly trend down. News is bad. We broke, right? Look if you had. Oh wow, yeah, quality's good. Yeah, okay. But look, if you had missed all this, what is this low? Now, granted, this was technically pre-market. Remember, I said it usually works better intraday. This is what is this? I can't read. 43.75. And this is 44. Look at that. Again, one tick. It made it by one tick. This could have been a 3 candle, but again, this level was pre-market, so it kind of violates. It's not perfect, but you can again maybe I don't remember. All I know is I got in, I think around here. Maybe I had a runner. I don't think I did. Maybe what is this? This is 64 to no, maybe I had a runner. I probably did have. I think I did have a runner. But you could have gotten in on a 3 candle. I have no idea when I exited. I could honestly. It's very possible I exited here, or I don't remember. But my point is I got you could kind of make a logic for this entry because it couldn't get over this level on bad news. You had another chance to get in. Oh, actually, you could have. So the other thing you could have tried again. This was not technically with the rule. This back test of the pre-market low or the overnight low, basically, again, remember how I said earlier, see how there's 2 levels? Earlier when I was saying like I tried to get short and it didn't quite get to the high, kind of the same logic here, where basically if there's kind of competing levels, you could go to the closer level, the closer entry level, and I don't know if that would have hit. That would have been 51.75. It would have been exact, so I don't know if it would have filled. But again, this is why my rule is it works better if you compare it to a regular trading hour level, because you see how here this one may not have filled. So again, not greatest examples of that's why I established that you have to base it off an intraday level. This was just down day. This day I think I missed like a bajillion points. I probably overtraded trying to get short. I don't remember what happened, but again, you see easy move relatively, like easy move, a little chop, easy move. But then even here, again, if you're more like Dersh and you can sit still, nothing wrong with this. I can't sit still through this. To me, I'm just like, where's the bat? Where's the bat? Like here, like what is this? This is you can still hear me, right? You're just not talking. I'm not talking to myself, am I? You good?
Oh, I think my
Okay,
thing was muted.
I just wanted to make sure I could still hear you. That you could still
I
hear me.
was talking actually, but yeah, that was like an 11-point pop right there.
Yeah, anyway. So yeah, this was just a big trend down day. This off the news, and then okay, trend down overnight, whatever. Oh, you remember what these now you know where we're at now? We're at that
Thursday.
those zero gamma days.
Yeah.
So this was a terrible close, right? Terrible trend down, terrible close this day. And this was the day where what was I doing? I don't remember what I did on this day. I have no idea what I think I tried I did something bad here. I don't remember. But what happened was this was 43.30, and I think the SPX, I think there was roughly a 30-40 difference. So I think the SPX low was right around 5,400. But I think when we started going down, I don't think I did anything because I was just like, and then and then this shot up, and I didn't play it here. I didn't play this because this would have been just knife catching. But at some point, I think Mancini had a level, a big reclaim level at like right around 60. I think it was 60 or 62. And you kind of see it coincides with the low from the previous day. I think when it got over here, and this is where I got lucky when I said I struggle with like the reclaim. It held for like 5-10 minutes, and I was just like, I'm just gonna manually enter. I didn't put a rest. I'm just like, this felt like a trap, right? Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Maybe it could have gone back down, but it just felt like seeing it in real time, it just felt like a V, right? I can't really explain it, but it just felt different. And I got in long here, like I think it was right around. I think I got in at 62. I think it was 62. I think and thankfully it didn't wick lower because I saw this nice move, 62 to basically 40 points. I didn't hold up here. Again, I go by. So this was kind of lucky. It was a false breakdown, reclaim, Mancini. I don't know. This was one of those like I just have a feeling. It made sense. Sometimes there is no rule or logic. It's just okay. This aligns with this level. This action is kind of V-ish. I think we broke. I think this would have been right at 5,400 SPX. They're just after you trade for a while, you, like we talk about round numbers, like you just kind of see like a few things kind of align. It's not really a set logic. It was just, and then I saw this for 40 points, and then I don't think I played this because I thought we were still going to reverse, or I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't play this up, and then I think I left. I think I had to take Desi for the airport. I think I was gone. I left this. I took her to the airport, her first trip. I left for the airport right around here. Remember, she had an early afternoon flight. I left for the airport. And I literally was taking my shoes off right here. I think you had made a post. I think someone commented, I literally got home, was taking my shoes off here, and it looked kind of reversal-ish. Oh, this would have been 55.
55.30. Yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been 5,500. I didn't play it because like this was again, I didn't understand zero gamma. This was remember we were first. I'm sure they mentioned, but this was when we first started really talking about zero gamma for like a week or two. I didn't really understand. I literally asked Bear like 3 or 4 times before I really understood it.
Mhm.
So like I'm like, oh, I was still thinking from like past markets. After this move, clearly we're not breaking this. This was the trap, right? My logic at the time was this was the trap. Okay, maybe we drip or maybe we chop, but I wasn't expecting this because I didn't understand zero gamma. But even when we got here that day, I was like, this looks kind of toppy, but I never got it. I remember even thinking, okay, when I got to here, I'm like, okay, maybe a head and shoulders. I missed this. Oh, this is kind of a bear flag. I missed this. And then even here, I'm like, okay, maybe this is a right shoulder. But look, we're getting the 330. Like this would have just been pure. This was the CTA sell day, I think ML was. But like again, if you had understood zero gamma and you just believed in it, I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying like you understood it, you believe it, and you're ready to like actually execute. This is one of those things where I don't think there was necessarily like a resting order logic. This is where just, oh, this looks like a reversal candle. Maybe get in here. Or here, we chop a little bit. Maybe put a resting here. Oh, hey, we're flagging. Okay, maybe enter at the top of the flag. Here, look, we failed kind of right at the same level as earlier. There's no like, again, there's no real set rule at least in my experience. Like, but you could maybe again, but again, that's why I avoid the afternoon. I made one morning trade. I missed all of this. It's fine. I caught 40 points. I don't.
True.
I care, but I don't care. But there is a logic only like in zero gamma of maybe finding a short thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. This day, I don't remember what happened this day. Friday the 26th. Oh, I remember what happened. So we went up overnight. We were kind of chopping. And then this kind of looked like a little bit of a consolidation. You see, it's not really a flag. It's flag S. You kind of see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something. And I think right about here, ML made like a sweeps comment. There was something going. Oh, see how there's like a flag within a flag. remember, trend was down, but we've been down what? We were down 200 points, right? And then
Yeah,
we started kind of maybe holding. Yeah, we kind of failed in some stuff. But we kind of maybe this is when 5400 was the range bottom for like a week or two after this, right? So basically,
Yeah.
like, in my head, I was like, maybe there's a bottom, but I wasn't gonna jump in. But I remember this day. It was a Friday. It was getting toward. Look, it was actually getting towards lunchtime. I was like, okay, I'm done for the day. But then I started seeing this pattern. I think maybe some other indicators. It just felt like it was over temporarily. And then ML made a comment right about here on like sweeps, and I just randomly fired along and got lucky, and made roughly 50 points. I probably got out here honestly. If I still would have been maybe 30 points. I don't remember exactly. But the point is, I got luck. But again, you kind of see there was a logic to it. When it's a vol market, it's just hard to put resting orders. Because what? Okay, you could have put a resting order maybe here, but again, trend is down. Like this kind of looks weird, right? But once you got to here, at this point, at 10 o'clock, it's complete chop. But here you're like, okay, look, there's a little bit of a triangle within a triangle. Again, maybe I'm making it up, maybe it's bullshit. But and then ML put some flows, and then boom, we're good. Okay, moving on. No idea what happened this day. This was on Monday. Honestly, you could have probably just put a resting order at pre-market. There may have been Monday. There's no data on Monday to 8:30, so I don't know what happened this day. I don't remember. I don't remember what happened this day. You maybe could have put a resting order here. You see, or I don't know, whatever. Since I've already talked a lot, I'm just gonna skip that day. Okay, we're getting into end of July. Okay, so here.
it's like end of month trading right here on this Tuesday.
I don't know what happened. This day is unremarkable to me. I don't like, but you can see how this wick kind of aligns. Like again, I don't remember where my level was exactly, but maybe there was. I probably missed. If I don't remember it, then I probably didn't trade it. But there maybe was a resting short here, right? Maybe. I'm just gonna kind of go fast because I don't really remember. Trend down day. I mean, not really. I don't
Is
think
that a 3 candle right there? No,
not
the
really.
wick missed
But
it.
this is kind of choppy, and look, I don't think it hits.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So again, you see how this was similar to that other upside 3 candle that I said to avoid. Very similar, right? Just in the other direction.
Hmm.
This is a fine avoid. Like it's like again, I don't know what happened today. End of month, yeah, who knows? And then this, yeah, we're just gonna skip this thing because I don't remember. But remember, the trend is still down-ish, but we've kind of bottomed out. It's not up, but it's kind of this was where the trend was range. Remember in early when I first started trading in June, it was like range after an uptrend. This is the range 0 gamma after a downtrend. So yeah, I
Right.
was like not getting as short heavy here, and then okay, so then beginning of so this was actually end of month. We went up overnight again, and I'm gonna skip over this day because there's nothing here to see.
It's like a boring Wednesday.
Yeah, I made a trade. It's not remarkable. Okay. Oh, this day. I remember this day. This was the day before the jobs report. And look at this shit. Look, so the trend is still down, right? And this look what level we're at. 5600 ES. You see these? You see this? Overnight. Remember, the trend is still down. So you only thinking shorts. I'm pretty sure I didn't set the resting. I remember the resting would have been at what 97-ish, and it got to. Ooh,
You would have gotten stopped.
I don't think so. Because this was not a wick. This was a whatever the highest here I would have set it at. So this would have been maybe I would have done stopped actually. 96.5.
96.5.
Shit, you're right. I would have done stopped. So I remember. Okay.
Damn. One
Oh,
tick
I
stop.
remember what happened this day. I remember now. I remember. Sorry, I was wrong. This was the day where, again, because we thought it was a range, and we thought the trend might have been up. Dersh and I long. I think it was either this. It was either 62 or 50. I remember now. We put a resting long. I think let's say it was 60 because I think it was 60. Because of this overnight level, it was either 60 or 50. I don't remember. But because the trend was kind of a little up-ish, like more range, we set a resting long here. And I think I eventually got short here just on a lucky entry, a guess entry. But we set a resting, basically it was like, we're gonna set a resting long. If it breaks, then it's trend down, right? But we didn't get a three.
Right.
Or maybe we did here, I'm not sure. But anyway, I remember here. We got into big resistance. It would have gotten stopped out. So yeah, but my point is look, from the top to what our entry would have been was either 40 or 50 points. Remember you asked me earlier about back tests, about 15 points, and I said they could go 20 to 25. This was the day I remarked to Dirk. Even before our long filled and stopped, when it got to here, I was like, this is a big cut to long. So
Yeah, I remember that.
so yeah, so whenever the trend is whatever direction, when it's a reverse, when it's a counter trend, but it's a big cut, that's a signal. Like basically, like if I had long, if the long was here, even though this was at 925, this wasn't a level. This was just a weird if we had long, if you had wanted to long here, I'm not saying there was any logic. This could have been okay. If there was logic, this would have been the long. This was about 25 points. This, if there was a long, it would have been this. Once this broke, again, there's not a clear entry for a back test, but it was a signal that no long. The trend was established right about here, even though we didn't rest in long until I think it was here actually. Pretty sure it was 50. It wasn't 60. I'm pretty sure
And this,
it was like a yeah. So we got stopped, whatever, $200 loss, no big deal. And then there wasn't. If this was no, this didn't hit. This would have been. I think at some point I just got FOMO and I just picked one of these. You can see like there's some multi touches on the 5. I think I just picked one of these. And just
yeah, I think that if you're not gonna get the 3 candle touch and it's for sure a trendy, you can use
there's some logic
the clouds.
using clouds. Yeah, this is where like cloud. I'm not saying they don't work. I don't want to deal with it. It gets me in more trouble. But yeah, clouds, VWAP, whatever. There's some logic to an entry here. But yeah, I remember this day. We put a resting long. We were just like, what the even before it hit, I was like, I don't know about this resting long. But yeah, if it's cut, I will say definitely if it's reversed about 30 points, I think it's getting hard. Like 15 to 25. I've seen plenty of things go about 20, 25, and I think we're gonna keep going and then it reverses. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And then okay, we're back in trend down officially, even though okay, so this was the Thursday, this was before the jobs report. This was the jobs report day. Oh my god, I missed a lot this day. So okay, so this was again, remember that other time we had that bad trend down. Yeah, we closed a little, but here overnight, see how this flag? Again, when within a trend down, so it has predictive value, but not entry value. Kind of like what I was saying earlier. There's predictive value, but you like again, you just maybe you can pick a random, if you want, but I just say avoid. But basically what happened was okay, we at 10 o'clock we failed, right? And again, I was either asleep or whatever. What did I do this day? I think I just missed. I don't think I made an entry. I think I went to bed, something, and then if you were awake, you could have. Oh, actually, no. This would have back tested. Maybe not precisely, but you see roughly the back. It pretty much was perfect. If it didn't actually hit, it's pretty much perfect. So if you were awake, this would have been a rough entry right about there. But I think what happened was, I think it was because the jobs report was the next day. Remember, we didn't know it. We thought jobs were still strong. This was the first bad data. So I was like, oh, jobs report, we could reverse. I think I just didn't trade. So then this happened, right? Jobs report happened. It's like, fuck, it was bad. But what's interesting though is we actually didn't drop that much off the jobs report. Only 20 points off the initial data. Even compared to yesterday's lows, we were only not. And then I was kind of being careful, but this was kind of choppy. But again, trend down, clearly trend down, bad data. So I mean, you could be afraid of a ball off, but look, we're only at 5,400. We haven't gone down that much, so like relatively big picture wise. So like I think the trend is still down, and I got scared. And this is where I was looking to play SPX that day, and it would still have worked. It would have been a 4x, but the logic here was not so much this, but you see, okay, the data candle, right? And then yeah, we had this, but this was kind of the first real peak, right? Then we kind of had this fast 25-point move. We did 25 points down and 25 points up in like 20 minutes, right?
And that's like right on the open too.
Oh yeah, that's the open candle. Okay. So, and then yeah, it was right off the open, and then this candle just got scary. I'm like, whoa, that's a huge candle. Are we gonna take? So I didn't do shit. But the logic here was either a resting order right around the first pop off the data, or you wait a little bit and maybe you could get just a manual entry off a bad wick, but there was an entry here. I got a little scared out, but you could have put a resting here. I don't. So if the resting was say 14, and this was set, you wouldn't have. It would have been 3.25, but you wouldn't have gotten stopped. So the logic here, in hindsight, because I didn't make this trade, was because I've seen this actually on jobs or CPIs. There actually been this scenario has happened roughly before, where you get a big in 2022, you get a big down, and then obviously people cover and take profit, and then there's the second move during the regular, and the entry is basically kind of similar, where there's some maybe in the other scenarios we didn't get this weird open craziness. It would have been it would have been pop, chop, 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 pop and down. But regardless, even though this was scary, there's again, if you just didn't have emotions, like this I think fits my rule. Granted, I probably established the rule after this day, but like this is an allowed entry. We're clearly down, bad data, back tests, and then boom, this would have been 14. Wait, holy shit, that would have been 70. Oh yeah, this was 70 points, no sweat. 70 points. I wouldn't have seen 70 points. I probably would have gone out. This would have been 30 points. I would have taken my first runner first. So I would have taken 15, first profit, and then I would have just had a runner. And again, knowing me, I probably get out on this candle. You see this candle, this would have been 44 to that was a 15-point pop. I would have probably gotten out right about here. And I think bear or high yield, someone said there was a big, I'm sure that day that someone was saying big level here. Maybe Dershel did, someone did. So I would have gotten out here. And again, we're only at 10 o'clock, 10:15. Rest of the day, nothing. No good, nothing good. Okay, moving on. So then this was the fucking Sunday night. Oh my god. I should have made an entry here. This pissed me off. This was the Sunday night. I think I got home. I think it was no, this was the day. This was the day you were supposed to be in you were supposed to be in New York. That's right. I was coming home that
Yeah.
Sunday, right?
Yeah, this is
I
when I
went
had
to New York
COVID.
anyway. So this was 6 p.m. I didn't get home until right about 7. I think I got I was seeing this from the car. I got home right about here. But again, you see this peak? What is it aligned to? Nothing exactly, right?
Mhm.
So like, and I think this is where I think I got a short here because Bear was talking about carry trade. Yeah, Nikkei. I think the Nikkei was down only like 10% or some shit. So I think I played some kind of short, just lucky. And then I think on like maybe some liquidation candle, Bear got out. Remember that? Do you remember that? Bear like
Yeah,
got
yeah.
out. He called some Nikkei reversal, and I just got out and I didn't touch it for the rest of it. Like imagine if I just held it from let's say I wouldn't have, but
I
100.
think Nikkei popped like 600 points as soon as Bear said he got out.
Yeah. So yeah, but again, this was overnight, not easy. Again, you see like the back tests are not perfect. Like not this. I'm just showing you like this was not easy, but there was some trade here, but not easy. And then yeah, this was that the VIX. This was overnight. Oh wow, this is not even this. Whoa, hold on. This was not. I thought this was this. Holy shit, this was like more than that. This was like 200 points. My bad. This was the VIX liquidation, like VIX crazy shit. I didn't play. I don't think I played any of this because by the time I woke up, what it would have been like here. Problem is, what? Look, we're here. Made decent low, right? Did I pop? There's no way I can log, even though we're 20 points above, given how big, I can't really make it short, right? Even though the trend is down. Now, if this had popped back up to this, oh yeah, that's no brainer short, right? Kind of a double top, big level back test, but I didn't make this short because, again, I just didn't understand how bad the carry. We didn't fully understand the carry trade. We were talking about it, but anyway. So we bottomed, and then so I did make a play here. So we bottomed, right? We didn't know we bought it, right around 51.20, I think high yield. And then we popped all the way to here, we popped fucking 120 points. I ain't playing this, because I don't know what this is, we were all scared, like, I'm not
Yeah,
lost.
that's just, there's a
But
scary wick
here,
right there at
but,
10.
what's that?
There's like a scary wick at like 9:45 or wherever that
Yeah,
hits.
yeah, so
Yeah.
anyway. But, remember that other day where we, even though it's hard to play long, we just bounce a lot. Maybe we bottom. I'm not actually it was the bottom, but like but like I didn't. But like again, remember that other day where after a big drop, again, look, see, there was like a little bit of a triangle here.
hmm
I think I got lucky again. I think I entered right around. I get lucky sometimes. Like you really gotta be patient. Like you see how you have this wick kind of. If you just ignore this, but you see how the triangle kind of and the point is like right about here. I think I got lucky. I swear to you, I manually entered it, didn't get stopped. I posted it live, so I'm not making this up. You can go back, but and there was again because this pop was just so big. VIX was at 60. I'm not saying I predicted like a 100-point ball off move, but it just looked like kind of like that other. You see how like patterns repeat? Like this triangle. Again, this triangle was over the course of like an hour. Again, over time. I'm not talking about a little 20-minute triangle. This was a 1-hour triangle. And I think I just got long and I got lucky, again, whatever. How many points? 50 points. I probably didn't see 50 points. Honestly, I probably got out right around here. I'm very honest. I never get out up here. You know me. I get it. Remember, this is 06 to this is 40 points. This looks small because this is 200 points. So I definitely, and then remember, this was the high. I definitely would have gotten out probably. Like obviously, if this was all green, I probably would have helped. But once we got closer to the original first pop high and we got choppy, I probably would have. I guarantee you, I closed my runners right about here. Still 40 points. So there was some logic here again. I'm just showing it to you. I'm not saying you should do these trades. I'm just telling you my experience. And then, we gave up some. I didn't play this. Maybe like here, like, yeah, you see, like maybe here's a double wick. Like there's patterns like this. Again, zero, maybe zero or negative. Yeah, maybe there's a logic there, but I don't mess with that shit. And then now we're getting really close. We're only like 2 weeks away. I'll go really fast now. This day we went up and then down. I don't think this day, I think there was data this day. I forget what data. It was 10 a.m. data or 9:45 data. And you see here, we pop, we drop, we pop, and then we make this. Basically, it was a false breakdown. Because look, this was about 5 to 8 points. This looks small, but this would have been one of those, either you just play it somewhere around here or you play SPX. There is a logic. There is a false breakdown logic, but again, you can just avoid this because remember, trend was down. So and yeah, maybe this kind of could have been the bottom, but you had no way of knowing that was the bottom.
I think this day the data was in line, and it said it was like a fake head and shoulders break.
The Thursday one was more obvious. I'll get to but yeah, this may be a false breakdown chase, but again, I'm not. And then we had this bad sell off end of the day. I actually kind of saw this happen because you can kind of tell. Look. Great. Yeah, we had a drop here, but even here it was kind of wicky and whenever you see like on a trend, like whenever there's like ball time, you just see like a random candle, like a clean candle out of nowhere. Most of the time, it's not fake. Like when it's during ball time, and you're like, oh hey, it's a trend update, and a lot of times it's a good signal, but I just have a hard time playing because like in theory you get in about here, so you're not chasing, but I will. "Quote unquote," wait for confirmation, get in here, and then get stopped or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I played this. I just avoided it, but man. And then this was the day, another big trend down. I didn't play it because see here, we peaked over by about 20 points. And then I was like, this kind of looks flaggy, like like it could go the other way. Not quite a great lower high, but you see how it looked kind of flaggy. And then we dropped, and at some point it was trend down clearly, but not. You see how there wasn't really a 3-candle back test here. Like maybe there was a back test here, but when you're here within this, not really clear trend down yet. Also noon, kind of like today. Even though it kind of looked down, just like today, the real down wasn't until midday. I think I've
Mhm.
commented before, in ball times, yes, you can get big down early, but a lot of times, the real down isn't until close to noon. Remember I've said this before, where I was like, it's not always, especially when I was playing SPA, you can't just be like, oh, it's noon, nothing's gonna happen. Look, the drop happened, the big drop happened at 12:30. Shit happens now, all the time. Yeah,
They wait for people to go to lunch.
yeah, I either didn't play this, or again, maybe I got lucky and got, but again, this was a hard short day, but this was back when we. Liquidation, kind of a bear flag, and we were kind of stalling out here, and then we closed poorly, and then the next day was the good data. This was the day the jobless claims. Basically, after the bad jobs, but we thought jobless claims were gonna shoot up, right? Well, they didn't. Oh, actually, I remember. Actually, I remember. Here, I played along that night. This was the day that deputy Bank of Japan guy said, gave us a comment overnight. I don't know if you remember that. I think I was even short here. I was doing some stupid shit short, and then there was a comment, and I saw the dollar yen, and I played this. I don't remember where I got out. This was I think I got out before I went to bed, or I took off. But I played this move because there was a
Mhm.
comment, and then JPY and Nikkei, everything was reversing. You can check it later if you want. So I played the up, and that's another reason why I didn't play the down, because I was like, oh, maybe we got saved, even though I still didn't quite understand the whole situation with the carry trade. Because that's why I didn't play the down, because there was the comment by the Bank of Japan guy. This was okay. So this was the jobless claims day, and so what happened here was I didn't play it, obviously, because this is data. So we popped, data was good. I think I got cute, and I think I was like, oh, this is a flag. I think I got cute with a really cute flag. I think I tried to get long, and I either got stopped out, or maybe I didn't get stopped. But I think and then this happened. But at this point, in my mind, the trend had changed. This was the
Mhm.
thing I was talking about. Even though the action hadn't quite confirmed it, in theory, if we were to start the real trend, it was this day. So if you recall, I either got long here, and I think I just didn't get stopped out. I mean, or no, I think I'm pretty sure I overtraded it. And then once we opened, and I saw this, I think I might have gotten in again, like right about here. I don't remember, but I remember playing this. I just don't remember. I think it was a little hard, because again, you're not entering before this candle, but it's kind of a hard entry here. So again, this is just one of those where if you know the big picture, right? Like I was telling you, like if you understand the trend, okay, the trend was down. Well, kind of. It was down, 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 but then we had liquidation. And then we had, remember earlier, two times earlier, 5,400, and the two times earlier, I said we were kind of in a range after the trend. We were in a range, and then we finally got the news we wanted. And you just kind of believe. Like you're like, okay, well, it hasn't really broke. Oh, like it's like a tiniest bit of a false breakdown here, just to get the shorts trapped or whatever, and then we go, right? Like this doesn't look
Mhm.
big, but it's actually big because I'm zoomed out. This was 70 points. This was 70, 80 points right here. I'm so zoomed out, you can't tell. And then yeah, I played this. Who knows? Maybe I sell here. I don't remember where I held it. I didn't hold it here, but then yeah, this would have been nice. And then we're in trend up. At this point forward, we are in trend up. So the next day, after a trend up day, as Mancini said, is a hard day. This was choppy. I don't remember what I did. I'm just gonna skip over it. And then this was the day I overtraded, where there was some Iran news. Like Fox, we were waiting, and like it was like down. Oh, I remember playing this. I think I missed the down. I remember at open, I thought about the down. I won't show you, even though there's some this. You see this high.
Mhm.
I was, because I have the, remember how I always have the SPX chart. If you were only looking at the SPX chart, let's go to this day. What day is that? SPX. This is the 12th. Let's just open up the SPX. I'll show you exactly what I even saw it, and I got scared. Look, okay. If you were only looking at SPX, look how when we opened, I was like, look at this. It's like perfectly gapping up right at the highs at these, and I was like, this feels like a gap. Like I feel like we could sell this off, right? There's some logic here.
Uh-huh.
Like a perfect. What kind of gap? This is 43. That's 10 points, almost a 20 points up. you could have maybe put a resting, but again, the trend was up at this point, so I didn't do it, so there's a logic to maybe avoiding that. Anyway, and I think we got to here, and I think I longed here just randomly, because it felt kind of trappy, and I think I played this long. And then here's where we had the Fox Iran news, and I overtraded this. I think I lost some money here. I think I got lucky on a SPX. I overtraded this, but got lucky on a random chain. I got lucky. Overtrade. Whoa, but this was interesting. Do you see what this is?
The
This whole day.
megaphone.
What is this whole day?
We got the megaphone right here.
Remember, trend is up from Thursday. Trend is up, choppy, choppy, choppy. And you'll see it on my 30-minute. I actually, if you go back on my 30-minute on that, I think I drew it out in hindsight. Choppy, chop, big flag. Oh, remember, I keep saying over time. When it's in trend, remember, it has to be in line with trend. If the trend is up and it's a down flag, then it doesn't quite work. But a trend up flag after consolidation, guess what I did somewhere around this night? I started shorting. I remember this. I started shorting. But at some point I got out because I saw this flag. But if you could have played this, you see how, like, if you zoom out, you can see the point of the flag is there's maybe an entry there. It's hard, but it's still a good signal for the next day. Anyway, regardless, no entry, whatever. Oh look, well, you see how nice that was. This would have been overnight. If you had been in, you would have taken profit. But like in theory, there's some entry here. I'd have to tell you in real time. Again, I didn't play it, but signal. I can't tell you there's a good entry there because I can't give it to you. But again, bullish signal. Look how much we went up. If this was the point, or this was the point, 68 to 70 points, not bad. I'm sorry, not 30 points, not bad.
30 points, yeah.
Not bad. And then next day we sold it off, and then we had another good data day. I forget what it was. Tuesday. This was PPI. I think it was PPI. I don't think it was CPI. PPI was before CPI again. We popped up. Yeah. I think I tried shorting here for no reason. No reason. Trend was up. Data was good. I'm honest. I tried shorting this. No reason. I remember I tried shorting this. I think I eventually did flip. But I think Dershowitz got long. I think he longed 94 and I think he missed. Yeah, he had a resting 94 order. I remember. You can go back. I promise you. He had a resting 94 that didn't hit. I think
he missed by one tick.
Yeah, I remember. He didn't. See, my memory is great. And then okay, but anyway, this is still pre-market. So we get to the open, and look after the open, it kind of did a similar pattern. Same thing. This was all trappy, and I don't remember if I played this, but again, if you're just waiting, there's no resting here. Like maybe again, this was not a 3 candle specifically because it's not really trendy, and this was pre-market. So I'm not going to say there's a resting entry, but again, if you kind of trend is up, when trend is up, you're looking for false breakdown traps, right? Just like when trend is down, you're looking for, like earlier, I was showing you like peaks that kind of broke by a few points. If you're just sitting there with and this is why I'm just if you have to use your clicker on the button on the buy trigger, maybe you get when you see this kind of like a similar, okay, like I wouldn't short here. I wouldn't long here, but then when you kind of see this close, and maybe you get long here, and look, that's what 10 to 30 points, 50 points, 10 to 30 to 40, 30 to 40 points. Again, I can't give you a logic to a resting entry, but again, if you know the big picture, news is good, trend is up. These are kind of bullish patterns, kind of a flag, false breakdown-ish, but again, it's not over time. Just you can kind of see patterns, but even I get trapped by this. Who knows? I know I played it short here. I know I did, right? I'm pretty sure right here I played it short. Stupid. Trend up. Okay. Trend is still up. This was CPI day. This was fucking hard. This was a CPI candle, and then this was fucking ridiculously hard. Like nothing. I think I tried playing a short maybe, and then this was a hard false break. Look at this. We broke below these lows by 7 points. But I think the key with a lot of these maybe somewhat obvious false breakdowns is the candles are clean. Look at that, big clean and then maybe according to Mancini, I guess you would get in maybe about here, but again, it's not precise. You could get stopped. I don't know if I played it. If I played it, I either got stopped or got lucky. But but there's some logic here. Again, if you're Mancini and you have a wider stop, you're fine. But with 4-point stops, hard trick. But could work. Remember, when trend is up, if you just only bias up. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like earlier when the trend was down, if you just bias down, you got in some entries that look kind of iffy, but they hit big levels. Here when the trend is up, kind of like here, if you're just biased up, okay, after the data, okay, you're not in here, but you're like, oh, maybe, okay, 2 wiki candles, maybe I enter here. Same thing, like when the trend is up, like there's no short here. Look, this is just a slightly wider chop of the overnight. There's no short here. We barely broke below yesterday's high. So I probably shorted, trying to short here, and then boom. Again, but this is closer to there is a logic. There is some logic here, but I can't give it to you. Besides, just a Mancini false breakdown time, and we're getting close to today. Okay, we're only like a week away now. Again, next day. This was jobless claims again, I'm assuming Thursday. Boom, another big day. I think I got this one right. Okay, at this point, after all this, I got my head. I think this was the day I told you I got my head on right. Remember I said there was one day I was trying to get my head on right? I think this was the day, like that night. So once we rallied, I saw this. I was like, okay, trend is up. I see this little triangle here. I think I got in. And yeah, I back tested, but and then I think I got in right about here, and you can see I don't think I got stopped because this is only like 2 points. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick this. Trend is up bias. I'm cured, right? And then I don't remember where I exited, but you know, I'm pretty sure I made money today. I'm pretty sure I probably this is 26 and this is 4. So I probably would have taken 15 points here. And then if I got out, I may have re-entered on the intraday. Remember I said when the trend is up, intraday bottom. So I don't remember. Either I wrote this or maybe you can see there's a couple entries. You can just kind of eyeball this flag. You can get in on this is SBX. So Thursday, let's go quickly to Thursday the 15th. Let's see what happens. Let me see if we can, see, perfect. You see this? If you just go by the SPX level, I'm not talking about the open. They're talking about the first bottom. And again, this is where if you adjust the ES to this, you see how this, you got the touch, but you didn't get stopped, right? This is only like a point. So this is what I'm talking about. When the bias is up on these kind of days, you can just put a resting long at the low. Not the open, but at the low, the first low. Because you've seen this a lot. I'm sure you remember on a lot of like trend up days, the first hour will be kind of choppy and then it'll go. It won't go right off the open. And that's kind of what I've established. When the trend is clearly obvious and it's been consistent, boom, right there. You see that? Resting order, whatever the equivalent of that would have been right here. Boom. Trend is still up. I don't know what happened here. Friday a week ago. I don't know. I'm just gonna skip this day. Oh yeah, that's right. I played a short here. Because this was one of those days where you see where we closed here and we kind of made a new high. And I was I thought I was like a Mancini kind of, it was a reversal for a little bit. A Mancini reversal where we made a new high overnight and then we kind of failed. And then we back tested a lower level and I think I woke up and I saw this pattern, which is kind of a continuation pattern. It's kind of a wedge. I can't really describe it. It's kind of a flag, maybe a bear flag. But the trend was kind of looking down, just for not the whole trend, just for a few hours. So I think I just picked a pot. I think this is where I patted myself on the back. If you're gonna enter this, if you're here, if you don't see these candles yet, enter on a pop. I think I got here, and I think I remember. I think I literally entered on the last pop. It was like I got so much confirmation, and it was like I think I literally entered on this pop. I was like, you're gonna wait for a pop. You will not enter here and get stopped out here. So I waited for the pop. I think I remember. If you go back and check, I think I entered on literally the last pop. I swear, I get like, part of it's skill, but part of it's luck, right? And then we saw this, I made points, I think I got out, I think I manually got out, I was getting greedy, and this looked kinda like trappy. And then guess what happened? You see this? This was a level here. 50 was a level of Mancini's, but I think if we go to the SPX. This was the next day, right? Look at this. Even though overnight had this crazy move, because we went up overnight before we went down, and then we popped in pre-market, look at SPX. It's as if nothing happened. This was like we didn't break. So again, so here, okay, you had to use the open because we had this big up move. You would use the open, and here, and you wouldn't use this wick. But you would, and granted, this is a big wick, but this open candle kind of aligns with yesterday, right? Again, it's not very precise, and this one's a little harder. But again, remember, the trend is still up overall. Even if there was not a precise entry, the logic is still there, right? Roughly long the initial low. This one you would use the open because unlike yesterday, this was technically a gap down and then we popped. This one was a gap up, and so I wouldn't have used this, but here you would, again, there's some logic here, but again, it's not as easy. And then up day, next day, it's Monday the 19th. I don't think I put it. This looks hard. This was like chop, drop. I don't know. I'm just gonna skip this day. I don't. Oh, this was the
That was
first
like 2
PTA
days
day.
ago.
This was this Monday. Literally, this was the day I
Mhm.
did this. Because
We had
this
like a
was-
10% pop.
What?
We had like sorry, not 10%. It was like 10% of the gains on the day were in that last
Yeah, this is
MOC
like
pop.
choppy, drop, pop. See that? Even though this was technically a trend up day, 3 candle rule didn't work. Like you see, like there's easy trend up days and hard. This was a stupid trend up day. That's why it's probably like CTAs and like kind of like mechanical stuff, because this just doesn't look natural. Right?
Right.
This just feels like the algos are doing some shit. So like I don't think if I made a trade, like it's totally fine to have not made a trade here. Like again, if your bias is long, like maybe a reclaim of here, like there's some logic there, but I'm not good at that. Here, even though the 3 candle wasn't precise, maybe, but and then yeah, we had that stupid. And then we didn't have it any other day. Of course, I told you, whatever happened in the last 10 minutes, it never, like one time out of 100, the next day will have the same move. Like it never does. And then yeah, literally this is Tuesday, pop and drop. I'm just gonna go fast. This is not that noteworthy. Like we had some hard days. What was Wednesday? I don't remember what happened Wednesday. This was hard. This day was fucking ridiculous. Oh,
That was it.
I remember. We had this was the jobs review. Oh, I think didn't I already talk about this already?
Yeah, this was yesterday.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the jobs revision, yeah, okay, we're pretty good. And then this is today. Did I talk about today yet?
No, but we have to think of today as a change in trend, right? That's,
So,
well, I guess we'll see
well, no, because
tomorrow.
of Jackson Hole tomorrow.
Yeah, no
Anyway,
point in making
But
any.
it's clear here. You see how we kind of broke over and then we failed. And then yeah, I was getting like right around here. I got short because we broke below. We did like a fall. But again, you see how this short was so yeah, there was this kind of but like the short until we got to here. This short was so fucking hard. I how many trades did I make here? 8, 9, 10. But guess what? Let me go to my actual lines. Let me show you something with the actual line. Shit. Okay. I don't think I had the level at 45 at this moment in time. I think I had it at like 43. But once we see here, remember the trend, the long-term trend may be not down, but it was clearly a trend down day, it looked like. And then we got to here. And I posted, remember I posted, I literally said in the room, 45 is my bull bear number. I didn't trade it. Like, but and I think it was after 11. It was 11:05. I overtraded, so I cut myself off. But you see how okay, the 40 because I had this level roughly 45 roughly aligned with this wick. It roughly aligned where we failed. Oh, you see how we failed here? Again, if you just, if you zoom out, if we go to the 30-minute, I think that was part of my logic. I think that was part of my logic. Because I had the 30-minute. Look at 45. 45. Here you get some touches. Here you see how it kind of failed from here. And oh yeah, and it almost, so basically like because of all those touches, even though I didn't trade it because I had over traded today and I was cut off, there was a logic to that. And then you see it right here. It's not, it had one fake one, but then after that, it could not get over, and then you could have made it either a resting 45 or just maybe eyeballed like between 44 and 45. You could have made an eyeball trade, not here. Because remember, here it wasn't clear yet. Like maybe but once it gets to here, like this has been what? This has been an hour. Okay, yeah, we had this one fake out. We had an hour we couldn't get over. Now that's acceptance, right? I think Mancini talks about this. That's called acceptance of this break. So that would have been the first. There was no trade here. This was all chop. Like it was down, but it was chop. Short here. I missed this, of course. Or no, wait, maybe I did. I don't remember. No, I didn't do. No, I went to lunch. I got lunch. I missed this trade. And then there was a long whatever. I don't know if I played. I don't remember. I traded so much that I remember. And then here, this was actually a yellow line. I think it was actually right there. I don't think I moved. This was a yellow line because I wasn't.